Anyway, yeah, looks pretty good. And then that's way if you back into something, or you hit something, it's gonna push it up and into the air. All right, today's project is, I did a deal with Transducer Shield and Saver, and so I gotta install one of these on a boat out here, a pontoon boat, and to protect his transducer. So we're gonna open this up and kind of see what's going on. They sent me, this is for a triple shot. I guess the kind of original triple shot, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna figure it out as I go. But first I'm gonna get organized. Got my hose running out there to empty some water. Okay, yeah, so became a dealer for Transducer Shield and Saver. So there's a lot to know about this stuff, and it's kind of a weird thing. Like, you gotta almost call them and find out what you need, and so you could get it from them. There's no problem. I'm pretty much the same price. So if you like need one or something, need help, you can give us a call. Anyway, so they had Bob's Machine, they own this, and they acquired it, I guess. The leading innovator of performance marine products is proud to announce the acquisition of Transducer Shield and Saver, a well-established company known for their top-tier transducer protection products. This acquisition marks a strategic expansion for Bob's Machine into the marine electronics sector, enhancing their product offering for boaters and anglers alike. Founded in '78, Bob's Machine has been a leader in manufacturing high-performance jack plates and marine accessories. So, you kind of know them for their jack plates. Building a strong reputation for quality and innovation, 4 decades of experience. Help boaters, we're incredibly excited to welcome Transducer Shield and Saver. So it was founded by Scap Cicero, and it was an avid fisherman, engineer who saw the need for durable transducer protection. Scap was committed to excellence in everything he did, whether it was developing a groundbreaking product or improving an existing design. I mean, he's like trying to figure out, I don't know, he's probably down, I don't know where he was, but he was probably tired of breaking his transducer. So, I'm not going to read all this, but anyway. Here's a picture of, it's like Eva and I think Laura Dora. Man, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I should know it. Shirley, daughter, Laura Dana took over the business. So I don't know which one you are, Laura, but thank you so much. And it was a pleasure talking to you. It wasn't even expecting, the conversation we had. But in the box, we got this Elite multi-mode forward-facing sonar. It's just, I think this is a flyer they're showing. They've got some stuff for forward-facing sonar now. Sonars. Then we got, I'm sure they sent me all kinds of stuff because some of our products. So they got all this, the wedge. It's probably not going to show up. They got a lot of different stuff. I mean, lots of different things. They got, you know, more than I know. And that's cool. They put a Matthew 4:18-19. Now as Jesus was walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men." Wow, that's awesome. Looks like they sent me a bunch of, you know, that's cool. God is bigger. Movement. So I got several of these. You know, if somebody wants one, let me know. I'll send them to you. That's cool. They gave me those little bracelets. Wow. Alright, so then we have, looks like this plate. And it's going to give us some directions on what to do. And then she also sent me a tool. And this is to, I guess, adjust that plate. Which is amazing. So, in case it's too dark here, let's put on some light. Yeah, Laura Dana, that's who I talked to. And Eva. Wow, that's cool. So this is the tool. So I have to read up and see. Because I guess you have to put, this is going to go on your bracket. And it's going to be kind of like this. Whoops. And then if you hit something, it's supposed to be designed, I think, that it'll come up. We'll see. See how that goes. And then we have, looks like there's the bracket that goes on the back. Hopefully this is, or I guess this is where you attach your transducer. Yeah, see, so I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to figure it out though. Spring back bracket. So this is what springs back, and then this is the shield, and that's how it's gonna attach. So I'm guessing that, you know, it's shooting this way. So I guess we'll open it up and figure it out. Yeah, so there is the ladies. I love it. That is great. It's a good product. I mean, it's just, it really is. So if you're on a lake like we are on Percy Priest, we got lots of rock, or you got stumps, you know, all kinds of things to like, that you end up hitting. These things are great because they'll protect your transducer from just getting destroyed. So, alright. See if I got any smudges on my camera. Probably. I I guess the first thing I'm gonna have to do is uninstall this wire that I sent all the way up there. I just installed that. So in order to use this guy, I'm gonna have to pull the wire back to here and start all over. I just put this in here. All right, now I'm gonna get that all off. All right, I got that off. I'm gonna back up for a second. So I got the call and it was from, and I wrote down Lowrance. So I guess she's the daughter of Shirley that was the wife of the guy that designed these, or started designing them, and then they took it and made a business out of it. How about that? I think it's wonderful. So, you know, they sent us this cool little bracelets, and you know, I think that's pretty neat. Could probably do it like or you could read it. So if I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize. But I wrote down Lowrance, and in the paperwork they had Laura Dana. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. But so we got that off, and then this would be pointing down if it were installed like they have, and I'm just getting stuff everywhere. So she suggested to get the spring back, what I was talking about earlier, and it just goes on the back side there. But we need to install the transducer, so we needed to go, like this, and it says, before you install it, to take these off. So this little bracket right here, I guess you take off first, and like on this, it even says it here. Remove the retainer before installing. So it says remove the retainer before installing the transducer. So it's just a little Phillips head screwdriver. So we'll get this, and it's slotted, so it almost looks like you could move it back and forth, but I think so. Let me take that off. So we'll remove this. And we got that piece. So inside there, they've got little zerts. So then now I think we have to feed our cable up through where this tie wrap is. So just to make sure I got room, I'm just going to pull the tie wrap out first. And then I'm going to find the end. Go ahead and run my cable all the way through. I guess you just feed your transducer in like so. But what I want to know is, like, we'll read our directions now, is on the Lowrance unit, they got these little deals so that you can put this in between, and it's slotted and all kinds of stuff. So what does it say? So it just says armor plate. I thought this was the directions. Isn't holes provided, and the retainer, and I guess that's all you need to do. Let's see what else we got for directions. Make sure. Oh, armor plate and stuff. Remove the stainless steel armor plate and set aside. Remove the hardware. So looks like they got 1/4 hex bolt, 2 black nylon washers, 2 stainless steel washers, 1/4 nylon insert nut on the saddle, and set aside step 5. So did I do that? Oh, here it is. So we're gonna need this right here. And I guess that just for whatever, this is triple shot armor plate. I guess this is their number, AP-TR1-SH. So like I said, it's good to call them because you don't know. We don't know, like we don't know. So just refer to your diagrams. There's a plane. Alright, this is making sense now. They're saying there's these little black nylon washers and they go here. And the thing is, you just gotta line up the hole. Hopefully I got the right one. I hope I did. It's very, very tight. Yeah, that's real tight. Hopefully we got the right one. That's what I mean. They have a lot of different ones, and I guess they really make these tight. It's very close. It's really close. Sorry folks, first time doing one of these designs, and I've done others, you know, obviously, but it's just a little off, which is making me hope that I have the right one. I mean, it seems like it, but maybe it's, you just gotta flex it a little bit. May have to just flex this a little bit. You have to just massage this aluminum a little bit, I think. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to really mess this up. We only got one shot, right? Or do we have to just, I don't know. Because is it our cable that's getting pinched? Or do we remove this? See, because that fits in there just perfect. So we may have to, do our wiring different. Man, unless you could take this out. See, they show a retainer, and then they show it with the going out the back. So I think we're just gonna have to go with that. And then apparently that we have this little piece. I see now. I mean, it is slotted where it moves up and down. So it's got those zerks, but then you can use your little lock washer and that'll lock it down. And as far as the cable in the back, I'd be okay with this. You just have to route a cable to the side. It'll be fine. So those aren't all the way down, but then we're gonna take, okay, they're saying a nylon nut. Whoop! We'll drop it all the way down there. So probably these things probably gonna have to get up. I don't know if I can really show this, but maybe do it like this. And you're gonna have this, and you're gonna have your nut. And so on the bottom there, you're gonna have that other nylon washer. Almost. There we go. And we're gonna have this and a nut. Those are either 10 or 7/16, so I just had a 7/16. Yeah, it is. All right. So now there's this. Okay, that gets that all secure, except for we need to do these little bitty nuts right here. And let me get a socket for that. All right, what do we got? 5/16. The armor plate is done. Yeah, on this one, there's no way the cable could have routed up through the way they were showing in the thing. So we'll just have to route our cable a little different. No big deal. So then they have this spring back bracket. And no more flipping transducers. Protects the transducer from submerged objects and structures. Spring loaded, allowing the deucer to pivot up and go back down to position. This is SBB-5. So it looks like it's, I don't know. It's got a little tool that they gave us. So I don't know if this, which way this opens. Let's probably read our directions here. All stainless steel. Optional stainless steel plates shown, attached to spring. So they have an optional plate. And so on these plates, some of these are, like this one's a 70 degree. We talked about that on the phone. They have one that's like a 90. But mine was like 70 degrees. So, you know, anyway, this will make it flat on the back of there. But this is, you know, they have a variety of armor plates available. Designed to attach to the stern of the back of the boat. It's ideal for aluminum, fiberglass, or polyurethane boats. Pre-drilled for most transducer factory brackets. Anyway, so then what does it say? Remove the hex. Okay, disassemble spring back bracket. A two-prong fork is used to keep the top and bottom brackets together when assembling the axle and springs to the SBC. Do not leave the fork when the boat's in the water. Remove the hex washer head screw from one side of the SBB. Thread the axle assembly tool into the axle. Push the axle out of the SBB. Remove the axle from the tool and set axle aside. pull the axle tool out from the SBB to remove the springs and set the springs aside. So I guess that's the first thing we're going to have to figure out is what in the world they talked about. Oh, I guess maybe when you take this off, then you slide this through. So that, I don't know. So I have this tool. Spring back bracket axle assembly tool. Well, it says to take this little deal off. Find out a 4-inch driver, I guess. I even have one. Okay, so I need a quarter inch. Oh, there's another quarter down there. So the way I'm reading this, you take this off. Man, having problems here. Alright, so that's loose. So do you take a tool and do like this? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, I guess. Then what do? Push this through? But that's just gonna take this out of the loop. I don't understand. So now I've done it because or maybe you put this into here. I don't know. Or maybe you put this into here. There we go. Well, we got this bag of goodies in the way. Oh, there's where it all goes to crap. Alright. Just to stuff all that out of there. So maybe we put this through here. I guess this is how not to do it. Yeah, I think this goes through here like so. Alright, so now we put the tool in. It says thread the axle assembly tool into the axle. Push the axle out of the SBB. Pull the axle tool. Okay. Set aside the axle. Then it's saying remove the axle from the tool, set aside, pull the axle tool out from the SBB and remove the springs and set the springs aside. Well, now we've done it. Because now we don't know what direction the springs are. Okay, I think I got it. Set the springs aside. Using the factory bracket or optional armor plate. Alright, so now I guess we just take this. There's notched right there, so we know that's that. So if this hits this, so I guess see how this is open there? So this is where the springs would go. So it's gonna go like this. So we need to attach this, I guess, to our transom or whatever over here, and they give us some screws. I could use their factory screws, or I mean, I got these little screws right here that were attached. These were like self-tappers. Right, this part is gonna go like this. So, alright, this is how far I got. Camera dive. So I think we gotta put this together. We got a couple of holes. So go like that. I guess then it gets a little washer. And then we need one more. It's gonna be this guy. I'm guessing a washer. Another nut. Now I just gotta get them ratcheted down. But you can't do it because you got this bolt in the way. So I guess we could do the top one, maybe. No, that's not the right size. Hello, 7/16. Where'd you go? So that's not a 5/16. What is that? It's probably a metric. I don't know what it is. Is it 10? That'd be too big. Probably a 5/16. Maybe it's 11:30 seconds. Alright. So let me get this together. I may have to take this bolt off to get that on. Kind of weird because it's not, it's like it's in a, oh, okay. So that one, we're going to take the washer off. Maybe I put the washer on the other side on this one. That's a little better, but then now we gotta get, I don't know if I like it. Could use something like this. Could use a little something like this to maybe get on there. Unless this is supposed to be on the back side. See what I mean? So we're gonna have to take that off, I guess. Alright, let's redo this. Just set it down. Where did it go? Alright, so let me take this off. try to keep it to right there so I can. Yeah, crazy. Back into the other side. Okay, now we can go back and tighten this. Wow. Alright, let me see what I gotta do next. Next it says to take that horseshoe looking tool, I guess this guy, put the two brackets together and insert the tool. Assembling. Here we go. Set the top bracket onto the bottom bracket. Insert the two-prong fork through the SBB to hold the top and bottom parts together. Sit the springs on top of the assembly so that they are aligned with the notches on the top and bottom brackets. Set the springs on top of the assembly so that they are aligned with the notches on the top and bottom brackets. So I don't know if they mean aligned with the notches. Like this. And that doesn't really make sense. Oh, I see. Like so, like that. And then that one's gonna be like that. While holding the springs down in the plate, insert the axle tool through the axle hole and push through the coils from either side out of the SBC. Okay, so then I'm going to do this. Now I'm guessing we got to take the screw out of this end. See, because we're going to push this whole thing through. So, what was that, a 1/4 inch? So I guess the way I'm reading this is we're going to push this through. So I had to take the other end of this off. And you just kind of thread that dude through. That's the way I'm reading it. It's a lot of pressure. All right, let's put a screw on. Sorry, you just thread that dude through, put your screw in. And we'll pull back just a hair, I guess. Because I'm thinking this thing is not quite. There it goes. Just gotta pull it back just a hair. Yeah, I bent this thing already. I mean, if you didn't have the tool, it'd be, you can see how I bent it already. Wonder if I should try to bend it back. Just don't want to break it off the bolt in there. I'm just gonna have to so there goes to show you, you can bend that tool pretty easy. Yeah, I totally bent it. So, you know, like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, even if I bend the tool, I'll buy a tool every time I do it, because, I mean, anyway, that's I mean, that's going to protect it, you know. Alright, so now, let me just get another 1/4 inch wrench. Tighten it down. Alright, and then this is the last thing is to pull this. And then I guess we can try this. Yeah. So if you hit something, it's gonna push it up. So that's what it does. Keep from tearing up your transducer. So now I just need to reroute my line, my hoses and all that. Show that again. So yeah, now it just, you know, fold up. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hurt your transducer. The only thing I would worry about is it's a little bit like water. Maybe there's gonna be a little turbulence. I don't know. Still protects your transducer. So to me, I mean, it's definitely worth it. Run out my hauling bag. Just like that. And that's how that thing will look. That seems a little weird. Anyway, that's pretty much the install. I mean, that's it. It's not that hard, so, you know, just take your time. That's after I got it all tie wrapped up and looking all nice and pretty. Anyway, yeah, looks pretty good. And then this way, if you back into something, or you hit something, it's gonna push it up and into the air instead of, like, you know. You can still hit something, but that's strong. It's not going to bend this metal and tear up your transducer. So, thank you, Transducer Shield and Saver. See you next time.